This is a Mack Terrapro front-end loader garbage truck. It's made by First Gear, and it's in 1/34 scale. Now these garbage trucks from First Gear, they're all pretty nice. They all have a very good level of detail, and I think they also have a very good amount of functionality for the price. This is obviously a waste management truck. Now First Gear has done quite a few versions of waste management garbage trucks and roll-off trucks, and any kind of variation you could think of. There's pretty much one for waste management, and they're all very nice trucks. Like I said, First Gear just does a really good job with these, and I picked this one up a while back, and I got it out of the box and I checked it out, and made sure nothing was broken, and I pretty much put it back in the box, and it's largely lived there ever since. It's just, some things make it out of the box and other things don't. This is just one of the ones that didn't make it out of the box. But anyway, like I said, the detail on the trucks is really pretty good. All the decaling and everything, the paint is very good. I love the finer details like the warning labels. I love the amount of lights that are all over this thing. Fire extinguisher being there and all wrapped up is pretty cool. The toolbox here, it looks like it should open, but it doesn't. You have pretty much everything that should be here. That's a battery box there. Underneath, you have a pretty good looking undercarriage, I guess you'd call it. Everything's just really done very well. The cab does tilt up, and you have some excellent motor detail, as is normally the case with these First Gear trucks. You can peek inside there and you get a pretty good look inside the cab. That's also very well done. The mesh and everything and the grill looks pretty good. I love the steel wheels, with the painted black lugs there. It looks good, on these garbage trucks, because there really wouldn't be any, they wouldn't spend any extra money if they didn't have to. It's just a very good looking truck. It really is. The backside looks pretty nice with DOT striping and the giant, warning sign there. You got the nice beacon and the hydraulic lines coming down, which is cool. I guess that's hydraulic lines. I don't know. Maybe it's electric lines, whatever. Anyway, it really is a pretty good looking truck. Now, the functionality is good, but I have to say the hydraulics on this thing are so stiff. It almost feels like you're going to break it and borderline pull it apart, because like I said, the cylinders are just stiff. But they do work. It doesn't sound very good, but it'll come down. And it's coming. Yeah, it's just real stiff. So anyway, so the loader does come down. You do have the you're working, I don't know if you call them forks or tongs or what have you. Now, like I said, I've had this for a while, and it's an older version of the front loader. It really looks very, very similar to the one that's out now, but there's a couple little differences, and one very big one. Little difference is the sign. See how it's kind of tapered to the back? I think the logo is square on the new ones. Behind the cab, the exhaust is actually on the other side, and the breather is over here, so that's backwards, which is kind of interesting. And the one big thing that you'll notice is this garbage truck does not come with a dumpster, which is really pretty disappointing. But I think at the time they just didn't, they either just didn't come with a dumpster, or they sold a dumpster separately. I really don't recall, to be honest. But I know the new ones do come with dumpsters, and this one did not, which is unfortunate, but I don't think that really takes away from the truck too much. It would be really nice to have. And like I said, I know that they You can buy them separate, which is nice. I think maybe one point down the road I'll have to pick one up, but we'll see. Now, one thing that's really neat on the tailgate here is that they tried to make it so that it functions the way it does on the real truck. Now you notice, so you got your cylinder there, or your pair of cylinders that push the tailgate open, and when it's coming down, there's a little bit of extra travel in the cylinder. You can see it up there, and you got the latch right here. So as the tailgate's coming down, the gravity, or just the weight of the tailgate's going to push this bracket down, and once it's down all the way, when that cylinder pulls up the rest of the way, it'll actually latch the tailgate. And First Gear did a pretty good job of replicating that, and I think that's pretty cool. You can see how it's supposed to hinge up right there to latch, and that's really pretty neat. That's one of those little, again, one of those little, you know, minor details that doesn't really doesn't matter if it's sitting on the shelf, but First Gear included it anyway. I think that's really cool. Let's see if we can get this thing to shut without breaking it. Like I said, the cylinders are just so stiff. I don't know if that's just from, you know, having sat in the box for, I don't know, probably 5 years maybe, or if it was just, you know, stiff on this particular model. Maybe they're stiff on all these trucks. Who knows? Anyway, it's really just a overall very nice truck. It's really well done. I'm becoming more and more a fan of these garbage trucks from First Gear. I mean, overall, I'm a fan of First Gear anyway. I talk about it in all my videos of how much I like these First Gear models, but the garbage trucks are really growing on me. Anyway, that's about it. If you'd like to see more of what we have, please subscribe to Maryland Construction Diecast. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.